Hi everyone. I kind of wanted to update everybody on everything, on what's going on with me, honestly. So my dad passed away Valentine's Day of this year, and it was a complete shock. But with my dad, this wasn't the first incident. I think I've had to come home over 8 times. My dad has tried to kill himself over 20 times, but this wasn't him trying to kill himself, honestly. This was honestly a surprise. He did something to initiate this heart attack, and he knew he did this to himself. But the miracle that I was able to witness and get to have was to say goodbye, because I know a lot of people don't get that chance, but I did. God, and he looked so good to me, you guys. Even on a ventilator, he looked good, like he was ready. Like he was literally ready to go to heaven, and I could just see it. And I told him, and it was so okay. It was so okay to go home now. Like we were all, even though a lot of us weren't ready, I think we all knew he was ready. He hated it here on earth. His family fucked him up from a very young age. And of course, he brought that generational curse into our family. But he didn't know how to break it. No one taught him how to break it. But he definitely instilled in us children that we could. Because in some degree, he broke his family curse in a sense of having better than what he had. And even though he could have loved us a lot better and been a little bit more intentional, he did the best he could. And to me, that's enough. I remember as a little girl praying that God would take him home because of the anger and the hurt that he would project on us. But what I'm really grateful for, and what blows me away, is that my brother and I think Scotty as well, my oldest brother, we were able to see Dad for where he was. We were able to see the pain that he's been living under for so long. After going to Bible college and learning about abuse and trauma and how our brain functions under trauma, I was able to really understand my dad. And I was able to have these talks with him that were just so deep and so authentic. And that's what I will always hold on to. My dad, he just couldn't be fake. He couldn't be fake, whatever that looked like, even when he was angry and yelling at all of us. Because he didn't know how to control himself. It just, I see my dad as a hero and not a monster, and that's what I'm really thankful for too. Because he's not a monster. He was an empath that was damaged, severely damaged. And I'm just really thankful that our family we can look past that and see him for who he truly was. It's been hard, because I was really close with my dad, emotionally wise. With my mom, it's a different story. course, she's going through her pain right now of losing her partner of 47 years, so almost 50 years of being with someone. I can't even fathom being with someone that long. And then they have had 3 children together. But really, Jesus, they should have had 11 kids. Now counting. But yeah. So obviously I'm still quite emotional. It's been coming in waves, but being home has been harder than I was anticipating. Definitely got into it with my brother because I haven't talked to my brother in a couple years, and the passing kind of forced us to face each other. And of course there's just a lot of things in my past that I'm still healing through. I'm still healing through the betrayal I was put through by my family. Just how my mother talks to me sometimes is very demeaning and belittling. So it's been a transition, to say the least. But I'm really thankful that I'm in a place where I know who I am. I don't have to base my worth or my value on these people who are technically my family. But I'm able to love them. I wish I could do better, but it's still, it's how we handle our pain. And I'm really trying to handle it the best I can. It hasn't been the best certain days, but it's not easy when a family has traumatized you and they expect you to not be traumatized. They expect you to be completely normal. I don't want to feel or seem like it's disrespectful, but it's not acknowledging the pain that they have put me through. And I'm still working on that. But yeah, this is kind of an update to let everybody know where I'm at. I just really want to get back home to Arizona and be with the people that love and support me and really get me, really understand me for the crazy person that I am. So I'm excited to get back home and just honestly be. I have no plans, or I really don't have any expectations for my life, but just building my business and solidifying and even growing the relationships I have now. I don't really want to add to my life right now. I just kind of want to have it how it is and keep it steady for a while. But this weekend we'll be spreading my dad's ashes, and that's been a whole another ordeal of who's coming to the ash spreading and who's allowed and who's not, and guilt trips, and I had to step back because I was getting angry. My mom was inviting people because she was getting drunk and felt guilty, and I was like, you need to fucking shut your mouth. This isn't about you. These people did not love Dad, and now they're facing their own goddamn guilt, and they're putting their guilt upon you. No! Fuck no! These people have to live with their fucking guilty conscience because they didn't love Dad. Yeah, that's how I feel. A lot of people did not love Dad, and a lot of people treated him like he was just a shitty person because of his trauma. And that's the same exact treatment I am getting. No one can trust me. No one believes in me, especially from here. My brother Jason even, apparently, one of the cops on the goddamn Orcas Island, which I think this is illegal, but I'm not sure, had him listen on the phone call recordings and the tape recordings of me going off on my ex. And he's like, how was I supposed to stick up for you, Becca? That was you going crazy. And I just looked at him and I was like, that's where you and I have a fucking problem. The fact that you went to a goddamn hypocritical, abusive, egotistical fucking cop and believed him and listened to these recordings when I was mentally unstable and fully in my PTSD and reacting out of trauma. When I split my head open in a cop car, you know what that cop said? God fucking damn it, Becca, really? Is a cop really supposed to tell that to someone? I have a lot of... It's been hard. And my family just still has not acknowledged the goddamn pain and abandonment they put me through. No matter what, I'm going to keep telling my truth because I'm really sick and tired of my own family telling me I'm wrong. My mom told me I played doctor as a little girl and wasn't raped. Yeah, that was this week too. It's been hard. I just want to go back to Arizona. Just want to go back to Arizona. And like, I even asked my mom if I could come here and do, tarot readings and have good fucking internet. Because obviously my mom can't fucking do anything for herself. And get her a goddamn modem that actually fucking works with her internet. And she has the audacity to tell me to not smoke in this house. Where is your assumption? Where is this assumption of me being fucking trash and totally disregarding this family who you have worked for 30 years, who have given us everything? You think I would disregard this family by smoking in their goddamn house? My mother is triggering me. My family still is not acknowledging how they fucking treat me. And it's getting so goddamn hard being around them. Because no one sees me and no one sticks up for me. They just see me as this crazy, overreactive, lying, manipulative woman. And that's how the church saw me. And that's where I have to run. I have to run away. Because it's like, why put yourself in a situation where you know your truth? You know who you are. But yet you surround yourself by people who don't. That's why I went insane. That's why I lost my shit 3 years ago. Being here in the San Juan Islands, trying to recover from being raped for 6 months, and then having my whole family just turn on me and tell me that I'm a fucking crazy drug addict when I've never done drugs in my life. And my brother believes the whole community. Because the community thinks they know me. Yeah. Well, Orcas Island, you are a fucked up community. You really are. All you do is just selfish selfish fucking motherfucking island that is full of fucking ego and pride, and that island needs to burn. That's honestly how I feel about things. Things need to burn to be purified, and that's that island. And I hope it gets set on fire. I really do. Like, how those people treat each other on the island is so degrading and disgusting. I just don't understand it. I don't know how anyone can be around that or be on that island in my mind. So yeah, I'm doing the best I can right now by grounding and meditating and just loving myself. I've been talking a lot with my dad, and just he keeps telling me, Becca, it's gonna be okay. You know how this family is, and you just have to handle it accordingly, and just know it's just temporary. You just say let it go and keep moving forward, because it's not worth holding on to. It's not worth holding on to that pain and resentment. And he learned that. He learned a huge lesson in that as he got older. He held on to too much pain and anger and resentment and bitterness. And it caused him a lot of pain. It caused his family a lot of pain. But I'm honestly really honored. I'm so much like him. I'm really grateful I took after him. And even though trauma has caused a lot of heartache, it's opened and awakened me on a whole new level that a lot of people still have not come to the acknowledgement and awareness of what trauma does to a person. And it's really sad. It's actually really ignorant of people to not know what trauma does to you. It's very ignorant of a person to not know this by now. Anyway, thank you for listening. Just a life update. I'm going to start sharing more videos about emotions, about how emotions are connected to our spirituality. I really want to start investing on my teaching ability and what I know. So the knowledge that I know, I would love to teach people. So expect more videos on that and how to grow yourself spiritually and grow yourself into an emotionally mature person, which helps you become a spiritually mature person. So anyway, thank you. I love you guys, and until next time.